his shoulders with no Mane and Salah, and indeed Diogo Jota.
From that full-backs with Trent Alexander-Arnold and Robertson on the other side.
Danny, last night you had a...
They'll make Liverpool go long, and if the press is beaten, they're happy to drop back. He said set pieces...
Scored for 3 months to the day in the Premier League. Liverpool need him today without their two...
Baptiste and Janelt will venture further forward. Then up front, top scorer Tony has 4 goals. He'll be...
Today, kick-off live for you next.
This is the first clash between these two as well. Getting them up the field, and here he is, making his presence. Looking for the run here with Jota. Baptiste. Looking for Matip or Van Dijk here. They want it for 350 games rather than just 15 out.
In this Liverpool team, you'd be testing him early. The sun straight in his eyes.
Alisson wants to play. In from Robertson. Henderson was in there. There were a few trying to force it home, including Jota. And they'll go again.
Possession.
And a rare chance to escape. Robertson. Alexander-Arnold again. Always has Henry as a runner on the outside. Jota now. He's taken down. That'll be a free kick, and a yellow card will be forthcoming as well for Christopher Ayer.
13 yards.
It's Alexander-Arnold this time. It was asking a lot of questions of Brent. Winds up. And if anything winds up a little too much, Rico Henry wasn't quite... In from Alexander-Arnold. Tony got the touch ahead of his keeper, who then recovered superbly to deny Van Dijk.
It's fantastic.
Plenty who can man the defensive zones if required. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Van Dijk does win the Henderson and Alexander-Arnold. It's in from Henderson towards Matip. It's better this time. Henderson. Roslev to Janelt. And he strikes one, which Alisson seemed to have under control, but it was a strike with considerable power. Firmino. He managed to juggle it for Oxlade. One full-back to the other now. Robertson with the ball over, and Firmino was flying at it, but just didn't quite get a tell like that from Jota. Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold. All given away as far. Janssen for Mbermo, who was tracked by Robertson. Question is, was he caught by him? The official certainly didn't think so. Takes it in his stride, looks for options and finds one in Janelt. And it's turned behind. Although plenty trying to attack it, and eventually it's nudged in by Fabinho. A corner that caused all kinds of confusion. The question was who was going to get on the end of it, and the answer was Fabinho. Liverpool's pressure eventually...
With a header just before the break, has put Liverpool 1 up.
Brentford have lost their last 5 away games against Liverpool. In from Robertson, away by Janssen. Alexander-Arnold hit. Henderson does manage to get it across. Forward by Janelt for Baptiste. Chamberlain, who was tracked by Janelt. Fabinho! Well, he's got one and he fancied another there.
Been hold of possession.
It's a lovely run from Jones. And a decent strike at the end of it too. Sami Hyypiä, Stephen Gerrard and Jamie Carragher have made more. He keeps on going here. He's done well and he's served it. Jota from the header from Janssen. And Burmo. And still! Well, he dug it out from underneath his feet superbly well. Just couldn't...
It's just one pass that they've won the ball back off.
All bar two forward for Liverpool. Alexander-Arnold. Someone's got to pull the trigger, and they do. It smashes against the woodwork, and in the end is smothered. Burmo, who is back on defensive duty and has to be a little careful here. He's desperate to hear the whistle go, and it does. Liverpool. They go looking for their second goal with Firmino. And on to Jota. And still... solid save. Super save. It needed to be.
That's a fantastic set.
It's been Liverpool's game in terms of possession, and it goes towards Oxlade-Chamberlain. He galloped into position and made no mistake with a header. Liverpool's lead is doubled, and Brentford's task is made considerably harder. Looks for Firmino. Nearly for Alexander-Arnold. This might roll for Robertson. Jota. Oh, that's not a ball that Brentford wanted to play. It's an absolute gift of a third. Gratefully received by Takumi Minamino and by Liverpool, who will now win the game. 3 goals, 3 points, but a sickener of a third to give away for Brentford.
Themselves.
Henderson.